Guten Tag. Welcome back to CFC TV. This is my review of the Chelsea versus Newcastle match. It finished 5-1. Incredible result. But as usual, I'm going to start with the lineup. It was finally a lineup that I wanted to see. Obviously, Thibaut Courtois again in goal. In the back four, obviously Zuma with his lengthy injury. I'm not sure if I knew when I did the review. He's going to be out for 6 months towards ACL, which is obviously heartbreaking for a Chelsea fan. For him, he's going to miss the Euros with his home country, in his home country. And, you know, we need him. We will miss him. But yeah, I mean, we have to move on. Obviously, the back four then was Ivanovic, Gary Cahill, John Terry and Azpilicueta. The two holding midfielders were finally Fabregas back there again, not in camp because I much prefer him there. It was partnered by Matic, probably because Matic is suspended for the PSG game midweek. So maybe that's why Mikel got arrested or something. Then the three behind the striker were Hazard, Willian and Pedro, even though they interchanged all the time. Like most of the time Pedro was on the left and Hazard on the right, but they interchanged a lot, obviously, as they always do. And obviously Diego played up front. Broke his nose on Thursday, I think, in training, but he played with the mask. Did it well. He played really well. So yeah, if I start the game, I mean, Costa scored in the 5th minute or something. Great ball by Willian. He did really well to hold the defender off. Sort of slid in, I don't know, gave it sort of a weird touch, but he just put it round the keeper, like a really good finish. Obviously, put us on the right road really early on. And then Pedro, they had a decent free kick, quite close to our box, but like on the side of a box, not like facing goal. But they it was a terrible free kick by Shelby. We kicked the ball long. One of our players anyway. Hazard sort of tried to control it, didn't get it. It bounced. Then some Newcastle player took it off of him, passed it to they had two sort of people staying back, passed it to the other player staying back. Pedro was running onto him, took the ball off him, and had what an incredible finish it was. I can't remember from where he took the shot, but I was like, why are you shooting that early? And he just put it perfect bottom corner. Like, he couldn't have been any more perfect in the bottom corner. Incredible finish. Then the third goal, Costa sort of great hold-up play, sort of laid it off to Cesc, who immediately played like the long ball for Costa. It was much quicker than Coloccini. Sort of stopped the ball. Coloccini sort of thought he, sort of had him out, like sort of took any chance of him doing something, having a shot or having a dangerous pass. But William made an incredible run. Nobody was tracking him for some reason. And then Costa picked up an incredible ball just through two defenders, and William just had to slot it in. Great goal again. Then sort of the worst thing of the day happened. Terry had to come off with an injury. He had sort of a scruffle with Mitrovic, their striker. It didn't look bad. He sort of, I don't know what it was. He didn't limp off, but so I don't know. Maybe it was just precaution. I hope it was just precaution because we were 3-0 up already after like 12 or 15 minutes or something. And so maybe it was just precaution, sort of, that he will definitely be fit for the PSG game because he didn't look like he couldn't play. He didn't come off straight after the incident with Mitrovic. He played on for like 5 or 10 minutes, and that's what confused me a little bit. So I hope that it was just precaution, that he might actually be available for the PSG game on Tuesday, but if not that, maybe for the FA Cup tie against Man City on the weekend. But yeah, then not much happened, to be honest. Newcastle, I think, had one quite decent chance in the first half. I think it was Mitrovic. But yeah, obviously, when JT came off, Baba Rahman came on. Ivanovic moved from his right back position to the centre back position. Azpilicueta moved from left back to right back, and Baba Rahman played left back. I'm going to come to the individual performance later. Second half, we started at the beginning. We gave them the ball a little too much for my liking. They sort of had a go. Didn't really manage to create a proper chance anyway. But they had the ball a little bit too much. Like, it was 3-0, which is a good lead. But once they get one goal, they will try even more. And if they could score another, it will be a really tough game to still win it. But I can't exactly remember when it was, but Pedro scored another good goal. It was a great ball, like over the top, over the defence ball by Fabregas. He took it down very well with his chest, and just another great bottom corner finish. Was just really happy with him. And then quite close to the end, Bertrand Traore, who got subbed on for Diego Costa. He scored the fifth goal for us. Good link-up play with Aspi, and who obviously was at right back then, and Hazard. Aspi sort of put it to Hazard. Hazard just laid it off behind the defender. Aspi made the run, just crossed it in, and Bertrand just tapped it in. Bertrand Traore. Good finish, incredible for him to score another goal. Like obviously he scored against MK Dons already, and I'm just really happy for him. It was a bit weird for me because Remy was on the bench. He's fit again, as it seems. That Traore came on and not Remy. I'm not that I'm arguing about or moaning, because I like that we played a youth, because Remy, he hasn't done a lot this season, basically anything. Not I know he hasn't played a lot, but when he has, he didn't do well, like against Arsenal. Yeah, I mean, they got one back through Andros Townsend. A good strike, but in my opinion, Thibaut could have done a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, it's not a clean sheet, but 5-1. It's the first time all season that we have a positive goal difference. I think it's +2 now, which is it's just ridiculous for Chelsea, isn't it? Like we're in mid-February now, and it's the first time we have a positive goal difference. So yeah, to talk about the players individually, Thibaut had a good game, except obviously the goal against us that we conceded. But yeah, I mean, it's difficult. Overall, he had a good game. What really impressed me was when we second half we sort of tried to go on the counter, and he threw the ball at least 10 yards over the halfway line. I was so impressed. Like, I know goalkeepers can do that, but I've never seen Thibaut do it. So that was good. Ivanovic obviously started at right back. Didn't really face many problems, if I'm going to be honest. He made one silly tackle that led, well, in hindsight, was good, because it led to the free kick, after which we scored this 2-0. But, it was a bit of a silly tackle. And I have to say, when he moved over to centre-back, he looked really comfortable. Like, it looked like the lack of pace didn't matter that much. He looked sort of commanding the back four. He was out of position once or twice by 1 or 2 yards, but nothing serious. And, he cleared the balls when he had to. He headed them away. I was happy with him. Gary Cahill had a good performance, had one crucial block. One sort of a shaky, clearance, which ended in Thibaut's hands instead of, over the halfway line. But, obviously Terry, he was good until he came off. He had Mitrovic in his back pocket, to be honest. Did well, some good challenges. Aspie was great all game. Obviously assisted the fifth goal. Was just good all game, to be honest. Baba obviously came on. He as always, basically, he's good going forward, like really good. But defending wise, he's just I'm just not. Like if we have to play him against PSG, I'm scared, because possibly Di Maria will play on the right wing, and I'm scared. Baba Rahman against Di Maria, I'm scared, very scared. But yeah, as I said, he did well going forward. Maybe he should change to a winger, because he did really well there. But going forward, but Matic had a good game actually, which surprised me. I was a bit annoyed to see him start over Mikel, which is probably because Matic is suspended for the game against PSG on Tuesday. And Fabregas was next to him, but about Matic, he played well. Like, he put some good tackles in. He got the ball. He distributed the ball quite well. Not perfect passing, but quite well. I mean, he held off players really well. He didn't do anything stupid. Fabregas was really good. Like, his passing, he's just dictating our game. His beautiful pass to Pedro for the fourth goal, his ball to Costa before Willian's goal, before Costa passed it to Willian. Just overall, he just did really well. And then if we come to Hazard, his first half wasn't great. He didn't do anything. He looked. Players didn't really give him the ball. He didn't really demand the ball. but he got better in the second half, I think. It wasn't bad, but he was just average and not as good as the other players were. I had a few back heels that really didn't come off, not just close, but like they were far off the other player. Maybe that was also down to other players not making the run that he expected him to do, but still, like if you're not 100% sure that he's going to make that run, don't make a back heel. Like don't do that, especially if you're not on form. Like just try to do something, create, score, do something. Willian was outstanding, incredible dribbling, passing, defending, working backwards. I remember once like they had a second ball, like I can't remember, like I think they had a shot, someone blocked it. It came out, someone sort of had a touch and sort of had tried to shoot, and in the meantime I was just looking at Willian like, come on, run, and because he was standing there. And basically, just before I, thought that in my mind, or at the same time, basically, it just made the run, got the ball, and we cleared it. Obviously, scored the third goal, assisted Costa's first goal. So yeah, really good performance with Pedro. Got man of the match by Sky Sports, even though I would have given it to Diego because he was just incredible. But obviously, he came off I think before 60 minutes to rest him. He wasn't injured. So Pedro, he scored 2 goals. He played well overall. I was happy with him. As I said, Costa scored the first, assisted the third, basically other way around with Willian. So I'm really happy with him. What a performance. He ran his socks off. Like, he went past everything. He attacked the keeper every time they passed it back to him. He attacked the back four every time he put them under pressure. He even followed, like, if the centre-back or if the full-back sort of tried to go forward, he followed them, sort of, make them, get rid of the ball quickly and maybe, misplace the pass. He was just, I don't know what kind of magic drink he had pre-game, but like, it was just crazy. He was so good today. Really happy with him. Obviously, WILLIAN Traoore came on, did well, did nothing stupid, scored the goal, played well otherwise. Ruben Loftus-Cheek came on as well. I can't remember. It's 80 minutes or something, or 70. I can't think of it right now. He came on for Willian. He did well. Not as, like, it didn't shine or something, but, just a solid performance, a solid few minutes by Ruben. Yeah, so overall, obviously it's a great result. 5-1. When is the last time we've smashed someone? Obviously the same result as against MK Dons, but that was, it was championship, relegation fighting championship team, and not, well, relegation fighting Premier League team, but there's a difference. So yeah, I was just really happy with it overall. As I said, the only player that didn't perform really well was Hazard. Everybody else I think played well. So which is didn't happen any. I can't even think of one game that every player ever played well all season. Maybe against Arsenal, the 1-0 victory like a few weeks back. But it's just good to see. Obviously, hopefully can boost the confidence for the PSG game on Tuesday. It's obviously a huge game. If we can get an away goal, that will be crucial. Like maximum lose by 1 goal if we get an away goal, if you know what I mean. But yeah, hopefully JT's back for that. But yeah, great result, great performance, just what we needed, just to make us fans be happy again, because we haven't been happy a lot this season, let's be honest. So yeah, that was basically it from me. Leave anything you have to say about the game, about the goal scorers, about anything you want to say, leave it in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like rating. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to me. Obviously, I do my reviews. Sometimes I do previews. I'm not the biggest fan of previews because it's just repetitive. Because what I'm going to talk about, the lineup. I would pick the same lineup as today, except Mikkel and Matic, done. If Terry's fit. I can't really talk about much. So yeah, as I said, please subscribe if you haven't already, and see you guys for PSG review.